Just a warning to you test subjects. Greg and the boys told me that the massive influx of information I'd received when they transferred my consciousness into a stadium-sized supercomputer would turn me crazy. So, once again, a warning. Greg and the boys are no longer working here, so if they were doing something for you, that's not getting done. Cave again. Now, I'll admit losing my body does have its drawbacks, but it's got its perks, too. As a being of pure intellect, I've now got time to read the entire literary canon of the human race. Here I go. And I am done. Continue testing.
The floor here looks like it could give way at any moment. Stay on the sections that look stable.
Pure intellect Cave here. Not to brag, but while you were cat-assing that last test, I rewrote the collected works of everything ever. If I gotta read this garbage for eternity, I might as well improve it. So next time you curl up with a time-honored classic and think to yourself, man, I do not remember the brothers Karamazov busting so many ghosts, you can thank yours truly. Here's a question for you. Who is not afraid of no ghosts? As of just now, every character in every book by Virginia Woolf. Man, those things were dull. Cave again. What is the one thing that could never, ever, ever, ever in a million years get boring? If you said busting ghosts, tragically, you'd be wrong. It was almost all the way through the W's when the bloom came off that rose. Heathcliff was defending moon-based Wuthering Heights from the crafty poltergeist when I realized exploring the vast realm of pure intellect is boring. It's boring. You know what I'd really like to do? Like to scratch my nose. I've been thinking, what if Greg was right? What if injecting my consciousness into a computer robbed me of an eternal reward, spiritually speaking? Alright, I just read up on it. Stumbled on a book about a fellow who lived thousands of years ago, sacrificed himself to save mankind. Went by the name of Hercules. Destroyed all the world's monsters so humans would be safe, and went to Olympus for his trouble. Damn it! Death was my monster, and I killed it. Where's my Olympus? Unless Aperture was the monster. Aperture and everybody inside it. Holy Hercules! I just thought of something. Keep testing, or don't. Doesn't matter. I'll be back. Whoa! Chariots, chariots. For some reason, some of the audio was bleeding through in this universe. Don't know if you were catching the subtext there, but that computer cave is crazy. So, Greg was right. As of now, we are canceling the Genetic Lifeform and Disk Operating System Initiative. Boy, that could have backfired. Anyway, this Earth is far too dangerous, and we are pulling you out. Right after this test. Welcome, gentlemen, to Aperture Paranormal. Magicians, witches, crystal healing doctors, you're here because you have scary powers and we want in on it. So, who's ready to draw some pentagrams? Now, you already met one another on the cab ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I'm host to a tiny but powerful demon who lives in a secret place in my mouth. Cave Johnson again, just a heads up. You are currently in a tiny test chamber floating around in my bloodstream. Remember, if you see a giant set of car keys, those are mine. Lab boys shrunk them partway down before I could stop them. No idea if it was for science or if they were just having one on an old cave, but either way, if you don't find those things pretty soon, I'm going to have to call AAA. Hello, test subject. As you are no doubt aware, the president is being held hostage inside the giant super prison on the floor of the Atlantic Ocean. Every science facility in America has been tasked with producing a tough guy capable of breaking into Super Maxlantis. That's where you come in. I'm nominating myself, and I'm going to need some references. A test associate should be around soon to get a quote off you, so be as glowing as possible. quick update on all those pods we were finding in broom closets. Apparently some alien monster was body-snatching employees and spawning communist replicas. The allegorical threat level on this one's through the roof. Actual threat level's pretty non-existent, though, so we've decided not to do anything about it. If the worst this thing can do is gestate glassy-eyed yes man, I say bring it on, Bug Eyes. I got a whole list of troublemakers you can pod up anytime you like. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Cave Johnson, new owner and CEO of Black Mesa. That's right, you've been bought. First order of business, we're renaming you under the Aperture brand. I'm leaning towards Blapature Mesa. Marketing boys think something else. So, Blapature it is. Next, they tell me you people are conducting some anomalous materials research that could result in a resonance cascade. So, I'm shutting that down before you idiots end the world. A resonance cascade. You're supposed to be scientists. Use some common sense. Cave Johnson here. Just wanted to let you know that after decades of research and testing, we have finally transformed into beings of pure light. Go team. Not exactly what we were after, of course, but in the ballpark. So, let's keep testing and maybe someday we'll achieve man's ultimate dream to evolve into pillars of pure salt. Can't wait. So salty. Chariot, chariot. By the way, you can make a bit of a mess in these rooms if you want. Scuff your shoes or stick gum on the walls because these alternate Cave Johnsons are really cheesing me off. Cave Johnson again, just a heads up, we've got an interverse security breach in one of the test areas. You all enjoyed a good chuckle at Cave's expense when I started monitoring for parallel universe invasions. You all tried to stop me when I tried to garnish your wages to build defenses against said invasion. Succeeded, too. So, I hope you're happy. You've got a bogey from Earth 1 loose on the premises. Go write a letter to the Better Business Bureau about that, why don't you? Actually, don't. Would anyone like to know what the invaders from Earth 1 are up to inside our facility? I don't blame you. Bet it'd be fascinating stuff. But we don't have any multiverse invasion monitoring equipment. Asked for it, told it was stupid. Anyway, I hope these monsters replace our air with chlorine. Finally give these crybabies something to cry about. Just a quick update on the attack of the killer ants. Apparently they tried to commandeer the entirety of our nation's sugar reserves in Kentucky. Big firefight at Fort Sugar Knox. Edge of your seat stuff. Anyway, that's as far as I made it through the movie before I fell asleep. So, if anybody's seen Attack of the Killer Ants, don't spoil the ending or you're fired. By the way, chariot, chariot.
Hi, Mr. Timmy. Doc says I ain't gonna pull through, but if you could just finish this test, I bet we could lick this thing.
Kavina Johnson here. It's come to my attention that one of you has sent a letter to the Supreme Council of Matriarchs accusing me of being a man. So, I want to assure both you and the Gender Regulatory Committee that I am indeed 100% all woman. And if you don't believe me, I swear to God, I will beat you. What? Greg, what? Sally Sue Gregg tells me that we will all exchange handmade sympathy cards discussing how we feel about you. All right, let's do some lady science. I sincerely hope you're not allergic to air. Our peanut dust ventilator broke in this wing, so the atmosphere is only 60% peanut dust. Hey, it's me, the real me. Chariots. Anyway, it appears the test chambers in our dimension are being tested on. Looks like another alternate universe Cave Johnson is using the same trick I am. If you see that one, will you punch him in the throat for me? But make sure it's him and not me, or you're fired. Chariots, we have a problem. That alternate Cave Johnson is using all our test chambers now. We have to take care of things here for a while, so you're on your own. Try to remember the tests so we can write it all down later. Aha! We've got you! Wait, is that the real you from our dimension? Chariots, it's Cave. Seriously, of all the infinite alternate dimensions, you happen to wind up randomly in ours again? Okay, just get through this test and be very careful not to mess anything up. Hey, Chariots, just thought you should know, that sick boy from a couple of Earths ago, we kept monitoring that because, man, that was riveting. Anyway, he didn't make it. Good try, though. We were virtually all pulling for it. Chariots. Damn it! Now we've got two testers here from another damn Earth. We had one of them cornered, then the other one just portaled him out of there, then they high-fived and went their separate ways. I'm gonna need you to test double quick to make sure we're messing them up as badly as they're messing us up here. Attention, Chariots. There are at least 6 extra-dimensional testers here now. And to be honest, they're not even really testing anymore. They just all portaled in, made a human pyramid, ate my lunch, and portaled out. Chariots, look, it's me. Apparently, this other Earth has portal guns that can make portals on anything. We've had guys just walking along and suddenly a portal opens beneath them and they fall out of a wall. I'm thinking maybe we should just work out a truce. I'll let you know if we can get in touch with this evil Cave Johnson. Chariots. Okay. Greg managed to contact the Cave Johnson, who keeps sending testers here, and we've agreed no more testing in each other's dimensions. We'll get you back here ASAP. Hello, test subject. Just a heads up that our research into stopping all the Godzilla attacks on U.S. soil has been postponed indefinitely. Turns out it doesn't matter where you hatch a nest full of Godzillas, they just make a beeline straight for Tokyo. Could have seen those things go. Anyway, crisis averted. Now, everybody grab a dustpan and a broom. We gotta get rid of all these eggshells before the Nuclear Regulatory Commission shows up. Break 19, Big Box Cave Johnson here, hauling a freight shaker with a load of cold ones in the wagon down to Texarkana. Got 28 hours to get this done, so I'm putting the hammer down. Anybody hearing this, shake the bushes and give me your 1020. Also, test subjects, I'll be gone for 28 hours. Test on your own recognizance. I want to keep this channel clear, so do not use your CB radios. Cave Johnson, we're over and out. Chariots. Whoever this alternate Cave Johnson is, he's a jerk. Instead of sending us the apology fruit assortment he promised, he just sent a whole bunch of angry wasps. We'll find a way to get back at him, don't you worry. You keep testing, and don't be afraid to get messy with it. We'll just see who wins this deadly game of cat and other cat. Chariots. Okay, now the other cave has sent a huge block of frozen urine. It's too big for us to get it out of the multiverse device, so we just have to let it melt until we can wedge it out. Incidentally, if you come across a dimension where people eat nothing but asparagus, I'm guessing that's where our nemesis is, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Head up here to travel a different route. There are other secret routes.
Cave Johnson here. I need you to do not listen to this man. He's the other Cave Johnson. He's an imposter. You're the imposter. Chariots. Oh yeah? Chariots. Just keep testing. I'll settle this. No, I'll settle this. Shut it, you! And you, keep testing. All right. I think we shut down the imposter cave's comm link. You'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Damn it! Stop imposting! Never! Oh, stubborn, handsome devil. It's come to my attention that there's a pair of sunglasses floating around this place that lets you see the subliminal propaganda we've painstakingly hidden on every visible surface. Look, people, the reason motivational propaganda works is because you're not staring straight at it. That's the whole point. But what do I know? If everybody's too cool to be subliminally propagandized, feel free to wear your magic sunglasses all damn day. Motivate yourselves from now on.